even people who do not have the 4 acres, please, you do not despair. Those, if you have at least 2 acres, you will be able to produce food for your family, but also you can do an enterprise like I've told you, zero grazing. Zero grazing is simply about to, it's just 100, 10 meters by 10 meters with 2 cows. First of all, let me congratulate my son Fred, Honorable, for, he's the father was a bosom friend. So really I have been impressed that the way Honorable Fred has sustained and even sustained and extended what the late Kamanyire was doing. Kamanyire was not a very educated man in schools, but he was a very, very shrewd businessman and a very hard-working man. So I congratulate Honorable Fred on what he has so far done, and I want him to continue, and everybody around here, even beyond, they should come and see what this Honorable Minister is doing, and then copy it. Oh, if that was to be done, I would be, first of all, as a minister, I would be the happiest, even as a Ugandan, because we are going to increase the production now of certain crops, and the market, both internally and externally, as far as I'm aware, is available. 2, kicking poverty out of a family. Imagine now, if an ordinary person was could emulate what the Honorable Fred is doing, then now there's going to be a ripple. People now will begin to get money. When they get money, they will be able to do many things. First of all, educate children educate children in schools. 2, constructing good homesteads. 3 will be the question now of health. Now, when they get sick, they can be able to find a hospital or a dispensary and be able to be treated. Although some of the facilities are government aided, but even if there are government institutions, a little bit of money, because the nurses will not give you food at the time you want it, but if you have money, then you can buy food and eat and improve your health. So that is 1. 2, exports. No, before we come to the exports, aggregating production. For example, coffee. If you have got about 100 people surrounding here and a little bit beyond, then now we can now put up a factory. I know his father left the factory, but it is not a modern one. It's just a hala, just moving the kasusu. But we want now a factory that will come here, grade the coffee, because coffee is gradable, and then once the coffee is gradable, now we look for the market which want that particular type of coffee. The small ones, they can, you do not need to follow completely what this young minister is doing. You have to cut your cloth according to your cloth. even if you have 2 acres, if you 2 acres, you may not do what Fred here is doing, but at least also, graze, shall I say graze? No, keep pigs, keep a cow. You hear? Keep a goat. Those things do not need big land. But people here in some places, sorry, I must admit, even in my own constituency, people are just, they just go to market to drink it or not, and then they get in problems because they have not got money. Thefts now come in and so forth. So really, even people who do not have the 4 acres, please, you do not despair. Those, if you have at least 2 acres, you will be able to produce food for your family, but also you can do an enterprise like I've told you, zero grazing. Zero grazing is simply it's just 10 meters by 10 meters with 2 cows.